that be not as though they are. Romans 4:17.
All right,
That's all I
Apostle.
wanted to say.
One of the questions I wanted to ask you, Rod, is that I forgot, but I'm looking at it now behind my page, and that is witches. Are witches real? And have you ever seen one or a few? Talk to us about the witches.
All the word witch mean is wise woman.
Okay, say that again. Wise woman.
Wise woman. That's what
Mm,
witch means.
go ahead.
And
Excuse me. I was married to one for 15 years. Yeah.
All right, Apostle. All
A
right.
witch. Yes. I was married to one
Now,
for
hold on,
15 years.
Apostle. You against witches, though, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, but it only means wise woman, bro.
No. She used power. Her father, listen.
No. We'll get back to you on the next one.
Okay.
Let Rod
All
break them
right.
down. And then you can get in. Go ahead, brother Rod. Witches. Have you ever came in contact with a
I know
few
a
of
lot
these
of them.
witches? Go ahead, talk to us.
I
What
know a
is a
lot of
witch?
a witch is a wise woman. But the implication is they are a woman that use various forms of spellcraft and divination. The spellcraft and divination is basic training for any priest. You couldn't have a exorcist in the Catholic Church if he wasn't skilled in the art of spell casting and spell breaking. This is what he's working on. All of the priests around the world, the Buddhists, they're not even really a religion, but they priests also have methods of breaking spells and casting spells. These wise women that's being villainized is like the oracles of Delphi, the daughters of Isis, right? The sisters of Eve. Those are the daughters of Lilith. These women were the wise women of the world. If you can't usurp the divine feminine if you don't villainize the most powerful of the feminine energy.
Go ahead, break it down.
Once you villainize it, every harlot now is classified as a witch, but she don't deserve the title. Right? And remember, the force is neither good nor bad. It's your intention. You can have a wise rotten bitch, right? That means that she got all of the wisdom, but she used it corruptly.
Mm, mm.
Right? She uses you're not supposed to use your power to undermine God's purpose for another person. This is what
Not just
Hollywood
women, though.
Yo,
Excuse
yo,
me.
yo, apostle, man. Don't do that, brother. Please,
this is
man.
what the entertainment world is doing with these rituals is they are taking the gift that God gave somebody and they turning it into an economic resource by usurping the beauty that these entertainers are supposed to bring into our life by corrupting the entertainers behind the scenes. Casting couch, right? You can't rise in this system unless you sacrifice something of great value. Your manhood, your womanhood, your children, your mama. We don't believe in that shit, but the people that's running the show believe in it. So you might think they joking until they take your mama, your child, your sister, your brother, because they come
Now,
in to get their blood.
now, when you say until they take, you talking about mentally, of course. Until
Mm-mm.
they take them.
Physically,
Oh, physically.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
they
So
will murder.
the Israelites put such a demonic character on witches. They say these women are evil, these women are bad, and they could be, like you said, some of the most beautiful, righteous sisters. But because they are identified as witches, it's like they automatically look at them and say these are not. This is not good for us. Why do you
They,
think that is?
because of the historical connection to, okay, go back to the Bible and you got the story of the necromancers calling spirits from the dead on behalf of the king and all of that, and these were most of the time they were women
Mm-hmm.
because they have the ability to tap into information in the Akashic records by riding the mitochondria. The whole thing, I don't really want to get into the Hebrew Israelites.
Right, right,
You know, they got a right to believe what they want. It don't got nothing to do with me though.
right. But just talk
That's
about the witches then.
right. So that's what how they view it is based on their teachings and their history. This is where they getting the understanding of it from. If the motive is predates the doctrine, the motive has always been to take earth from the women. They even
Mm.
translated it in the Bible as the meek shall inherit the earth. But the word is effeminate. That mean the feminine. That mean the woman, the rightful owner of the earth. Right? So these religions are patriarchally designed to villainize and demonize any expression of powerful women with a strong connection to the prima mater or the prime mother or the prime matter.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Let's go to second grand. What's up, brother? Peace.
Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to you, Sonetta.
Peace, brother.
Uh, man, it's been a long time coming. Shout out to you, Rod. I've been last time I was on a panel. I think you were on Unscrambled Minds with the ladies. I tried to come on. Um, I got a question for you. Last time too, I couldn't even get this question through because as soon as I came on, some lady went nuts on the panel. But I understand what that is. You know what I mean? So me, my background, I'm a Haitian man. So you talked a little bit about Haiti earlier, the islands and all that, and basically, uh, uh, it's quite ironic. You also said earlier that you don't like to go into Africa and all this stuff, but I'm like the only Haitian man in Africa right now. Um, and basically, with everything that's going on in Haiti and everything like that. And I know I listen to you a lot, and you always say we got to watch what's going on in Haiti.
Yes,
So
sir.
I got this is my question for you. Like I said, I'm like the only probably there's probably two of us, and I'm one of them. And I'm actually specifically in Kenya. And if you know what's going on right now in Haiti, um, the man is using Kenya to kind of they trying to act like they want to help and this and that and all of that. And while I've been here almost a year and a half now, and I've been telling my Kenyan brothers on this side, I'm like, yo, y'all better watch out because y'all better come in peace because at the end of the day, us as Haitian people, we don't like people governing our minds. In other words, we don't like government. If you ain't coming in to actually help, you know what I
So
mean?
let me catch the people up. Let me catch the people up on what we referring to because I'm right with you
Go
with
ahead,
you.
Rod. Go ahead, Rod. Go ahead, Rod. Go in,
So,
Rod.
so what's going on in Haiti right now is called a cleansing of the land. Kenya was told not to come over there because they was being bankrolled by European powers. So the Haitian people told them,
Yeah.
no, we don't want nobody that's under the control of none of them people coming over here. So if you look down there now, the people that they accepted assistance from is Jamaica. The Jamaicans now are assisting the Haitians with cleaning up the land. This goes back to the reverse of the Haitian Revolutionary Conjure when Duddy Bookman was the Jamaican living in Haiti. So
Yes,
they
sir.
didn't trust none of the foreign powers. The only people that they trusted to come over and assist so far that they haven't gave excessive problems to has been Jamaica. The children of Dessalines are the ones that's actively securing the land, and the government that America built up over there is doing the same thing they did to us, and they calling them gangs, and they villainizing the term, never knowing that gang mean tribe. So basically, what they telling us is Haiti tribing up. They did not shot down any of the UN support for anybody that they don't approve of. They did shot down Kenya and several other countries in Africa that's under powerful influence of European powers. So
Yes.
the only
Yes.
people that they was willing to let come over there because they came was Jamaica, which ties back into family first. Before you go bringing outsiders in, the family have to help the family. This is where we at with the restoration. Haiti was significantly and blatantly last. And the word is that the last shall be made
Shall
first,
be first.
and the
Yes.
first shall be made last. That means before, when you looking for us to get the great relief, you're gonna see it in Haiti first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I've been trying to, I've been trying to voice this for quite some time now with my people here in Kenya. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm probably the only Haitian man here in Kenya. And another question I got for you, and it goes along with what's going on with me being here in Kenya. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like Big Mama sent me here for a reason. The
Mm-hmm.
awakening is real, and when I got here, people thought I was crazy the way I was talking. Right? I swear to God. And basically, I don't want to say I swear to God because like the brother apostle
I
that's
understand.
on the
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. But at the end of the day, it goes down with what's going on with me. Like I feel that like Big Mama spread us out all over the world for a reason. You know what I mean? And my throat chakra is real out here. I'm talking. I'm speaking truth. I can't do nothing else but that. I can't and I've come a long way, man. I've come a long, long way. And and my question to you is, it gets hard at times, man, to stay centered. You know what I mean? Because there's so much going on here, and there's so much cognitive dissonance. You know what I mean?
You got to
What
remind the
advice?
Kenyans about the Mau Mau.
Yes,
They
yes, yes.
you have
Yeah.
to you have to lead with reminding them the Mau Mau was called for a reason,
Yes.
and if and take them back to the whole purpose of the Mau Mau. They
Right.
remember that.
Right.
They got elders that was living when the Mau Mau was recruiting. So that's your first frame of reference. If you talk to
Okay.
anybody from Kenya to get them
Okay.
caught up to speed for you to give them the updated information. They know about
Okay.
the Mau Mau.
Okay, okay, that's facts because I'll put a point out. Us as Haitian people, my ancestors fought for us not to be, colonized and all that. So I try to. That's how I try to. That's the that's the perception I try to give them, on my side of things. So I feel every black man, every colored person should understand that our ancestors fought for us not to become religious. So the brother on the panel that's quoting scripture. I get it. I come from the Bible Belt as well. Grew up in a Christian household, but I also remember my grandma uh, from Haiti. That you see me smoking right now on the live. That's me channeling my grandma. You know what I mean? My grandma was I could say my grandma was a witch. I seen shit from my grandma that and she was fighting my mama every step of the way. And when my mama got to Canada, where I was born, my mama kind of became first. She was a Protestant. Then she went Catholic. Then she became Christian, right? But I seen my grandma and my mama fighting all the time. And my grandmama always used to tell my mama, you've changed because this is not how I raised you. You know what I mean? So it goes deep, man. Like a lot, the cognitive dissonance is thick. I just want to thank you, Rod. I want to thank you too, Sonetta, for having individuals like Rod spitting this knowledge because everybody's, most people are waking up. A lot of people are waking up, and we're almost hitting that critical mass number. You know what I mean? And again, Rod, shout outs to you. Salute. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while, and basically, you definitely answered my question. I don't know if you remember last time you was on Unscrambled Minds. I tried to get at you, but these ladies went crazy when I started talking. I started talking about Jean-Francois Marcandal, which is which is one of our revolutionaries that kind of, I'm not gonna say he kick-started everything, but at the end of the day, I had came on that panel to kind of emphasize the role that women have had in our Revolutionary War, in the way we got our freedom.
No,
The women was a great was like a great point of start for us because it was the women that were close to the slave masters, and that's how the poisoning started to happen and all that stuff, right? And I was trying to
Right.
throw that in, but that whole panel went nuts once I started talking, and I guess and what I
okay.
said when I started
Let me
talking,
touch on this. So I've been working with direct descendants of the founders of the Haitian Revolution. That's
yes sir,
Toussaint, who is Divine
yes
Insight,
sir, yes,
and Duddy Bookman, we call him Marisha Stone,
yes
and
sir,
um, Rising Phoenix, that's my chief of staff, and the one who gave her
Jamal
literal
Rashad,
blood life for the Haitian Revolution, Christina, and they other sister. So I've been working with the descendants because you got to have the people who opened the conjure to close it. And the people I've been working with has been systematically doing their work. So I had to work with them in order to continue the closing of that conjure. Sharice finished it off. Rising Phoenix because the last thing that they did after the revolution was won was send troops to Florida and send priestesses and priests to New Orleans to reinforce the conjure over here to allow us to be able to be redeemed from our oppression. They came to aid and assist their brothers. Those sisters, they was antagonistic to you because they experienced people push the religious doctrine of the church under the guise of being Haitian. And so they don't know the importance and the relevance that Haiti have to the entire liberation of Turtle Island. But when they get the reward, when they start sending all of these children to Haiti back with bearing gifts for the homeland, then they're gonna understand it. But until then, you wasting your breath if they don't know the culture of the people from the island. And Big Mama gonna send all of the children back home to help rebuild Haiti with gifts. It's just the way it goes. That's how it is. Haiti is important, and it's more important than most of us realize at the moment. Yeah.
All right. We moving on. We moving on. I need y'all to
thanks
turn
Rod,
on
thanks Rod.
cameras. Turn on cameras, brother. Lie. Turn on cameras, brother. It's just a show of respect. Turn on cameras, brother. We are not talking to no ghost, brother. Lie. Come on, calling on brother. Lie to turn on cameras. Calling
Sunday,
on brother. Lie. Let's deal with
Sunday.
Elijah Apple. What's up? What's up, brother? Lie.
I actually, do I
You
really
in the
have to
bed,
turn on
brother?
the
You in the
camera?
bed?
Yes, man. I'm relaxing, man.
Okay, you maxing and relaxing. All right, brother lies, maxing and relaxing. You go right after Elijah Apple. Elijah, what it is, man? Unmute yourself.
APPLE, sir. What's going on with you, man?
All right,
How
what's
you
up,
doing?
man? Good. What's
Not
happening?
much. I got a question for Mr. Chief. I was want to go back when you were saying about America is the new Roman Empire, as well as. Can you hear me good?
I
Yes,
can
we
hear
hear
you.
you.
Okay. And I've been doing my research a lot. You can call me the spook who sat by the door. I'm a Kohen. You know what I'm saying to you? A Kohen is a Kohen, which basically is a high priest through bloodline DNA.
I'm with you, with you.
So so I've been studying my background and stuff. It's very interesting. So I like to get into this Greek and Egyptian thing. I'm also start off from Egyptian before I went to Hebrew or Israel. You said that the United States is being ruled by the Catholics, but basically by the Romans, which is the new Roman Empire. And this is a question I would like to ask. When the Greeks came to Egypt and they started learning all the things that Egypt knew, what made Egypt fall to the Greeks? Or shall I say, how did the Greeks, I'm being rhetorical, it is no the answer, but still, I would like for you to explain it. How did the Greeks take the identity of the Egyptians or Kemet and place it as their own, and all of a sudden Egypt or Kemet start to fail or fall or start losing their mind?
So what's taking place is the temple priests are removing the power from Kemet, or
How?
else it would have never failed by taking the knowledge of how to rule the area with higher knowledge. They
How?
train.
I hear what you're saying, sir. I just wanted to give me. I would like to for you to tell me the how. I understand the process, yet how? I understand they took the power. How?
They was assisted by the temple priests.
Mm,
That's how it was given to them. They didn't take jack shit. Excuse my language. They didn't take nothing. All this is orchestrated by a priesthood.
mm-hmm. You right about that?
Yeah,
I'm listening.
it's the whole thing is orchestrated. The moon priests is the ones who ran the Roman Empire. They were the ones who brought the Achaean priests down in Greece and took over the Greco-Roman systems.
Mm-hmm.
It was given to them. They didn't take over.
Mm-hmm. It was given, but okay. You say it was given to them.
Right.
Mm,
So the newest addition to the human family tree is those pale faces of Europe. They're the
mm-hmm.
only ones who had never had the opportunity to rule nothing. Before
Mm-hmm.
the close of the age, everybody had to have a right to rule in order to determine the level of civilized that they are. When the European was being propped up as the rulers of the world, they wasn't running and they still don't run nothing. This is being done by melanated faces behind the scenes that we call Zionist Jews. That's who running the
Mm.
show. The pale faces,
Uh,
the cat's paw. They was propped up as the leadership in order for us to never know who the enemy was.
this is what I discovered, and you probably can piggyback off of it. What I discovered is the Greeks paid attention so much to the Egyptians, or shall I say the Kemet. They didn't understand their language quite, but they became their slaves, or shall I say volunteer indigenous slaves, or whatever you want to call it. As well as they started learning their ways, their culture. But this is the part that, to me, how Kemet fell, they started labeling them. Once they started labeling them, Kemet started to believe they was that label. You know how people call us black people or African American. Once they
Yep.
started labeling them, that's when all of a sudden, do yes, and of course do bumping uglies, aka having sex. And when we get the grandchildren and the great grandchildren, you start the grandchildren thinking that's their name by the label. And when the Greeks start labeling Kemet, the next generation, generation after that, Kemet people started to believe that that's who they were. Once they start believing that's who they were, then that's when the Egyptians came and started taking over who they really are. So when I say that, how did the Greeks took over Kemet and how did Kemet fall? The way I look at it is the person who's analyzing the person don't know what he's doing or don't know what how their culture is. They start labeling. Once they start labeling, if the people next generation don't know who they are originally, they start believing in that label. When they start believing in that label, then that's when they start to fall. And the ones who fall They're the one who becomes slaves, and the one who did the laboring, they're the one who becomes kings. And they keep on going on through generations from the Egyptians to the Greeks. I can keep on going on in history. But a question though, when you said the Romans is ruling America, or this is the Roman Empire, how was that, sir? And I'm
You know
not
what?
debating. I just want to pick your mind.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some background. You know where Washington D.C. is, right? The land of the seven hills. You know, before it was called Washington D.C., what it was named? It was named Rome, right? The place was picked for a very specific purpose because it was supposed to be an embassy for Rome. The White House is Casablanca, and Casablanca go back to the White Temple in Kemet, which is the bank, Big Mama Bank. The Pope is masquerading as Big Mama, but he can't sit on her seat. So he sit his seat under her seat. And Jacob undermined Esau. The underminer undermined the earthborn, the Adama. So the it's all in our face, behind our back. But Rome is the commissioners of the church of the royal families. The Pope crowned the kings and queens. That the Pope is being crowned by blackamoors. And if you don't believe me, just Google Pope kissing their feet. They own the Pope, but the Pope is uh, the CEO of the corporation that's running everything. The Washington, D.C. is a federal corporation, and the stakeholders was Buckingham Palace and the Vatican. The Vatican is called prime stakeholder. That means they own the biggest share of the corporation that's masquerading as our government. All of the police are chartered out of London. All of the priests are chartered out of Rome. Whether they Baptist, Pentecostal, Presbyterian, when they do that 501c3 ministry exempt, that's their allegiance to Rome in order for them to be exempt from taxes. Rome will not tax his own. So you have to register under their corporate fiction as an agent of the church in order to have a priest functioning in tax exempt status on the land. That's how Rome is the continuation in America. Did I answer your question, brother?
Yes, you did. I thank you very much. One small thing, and I'm about to be out. I was talking to a
You went quiet. Did you mute?
Nah, brother. We got a lot of people. I got to move forward. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Brother Lai is in the building. What up, brother Lai?
Peace and blessings to everybody on the panel. Peace. Good evening.
Peace, brother.
Okay, somewhat to piggyback off of the question that was just asked to the brother in regards for the United States. The question I have for you, Rod, is this: what would be your stance on the new Northern American Free Trade Agreement between Canada as well as Mexico? Now, with that being the case, as you being an indigenous person, what would be your view on the president of Mexico, which has a Israel backing, and the president of Mexico being from Israel, and the president from Canada allegedly supposing to be the son of Fidel Castro?
Woo! Heavy question.
Let me start right here. Everything they use to usurp us, we got a right to use it to come up. It don't matter what they tried with NAFTA. It don't matter what they try with FEMA. It don't matter what they try anywhere in a swamp splushed arena. Everything that they had planned to use against us, the Global 2000 Report World Reduction, the Readiness Exercise 1984, round up the chiefs, right? And the COINTELPRO, stop their leader from rising up to tell them what's going on. Everything that they use became tools for us to navigate around their BS until we can get to a place where we can reclaim what's rightfully ours. As far as the presidents of them countries, I mean, them puppets, flat out puppets. They figureheads. They just been propped up to look like they important to regular people, so the regular people don't know that they mama and they daddy the most important people in their life if they doing what's right. Them people don't mean nothing to me. Like I tell people all the time, I don't care about Trump one way or the other. I just know what his assignment is to make the announcement that the indigenous people then reclaimed America and that is the corporation has been closed. Right? That's all I care about. I don't care about whether Kamala is representing the whore of Babylon or she's gonna fail miserably on purpose. That don't matter to me. But I have to make note of it to the people that's watching so they know what they're looking at. They playing out the prophetic narrative in a theatrical performance called politics. This is all Roman Colosseum design, since we was talking about them earlier, right? All of these corporations are being systematically shut down and the government closed. 90% of the people still don't know the government been closed for 5 years. And they running around talking about electing the president of a dead corporation that's not going to come back to life no matter how many elections they have. And sooner or later, it's going to be revealed that they corporations are no longer and that the tribes have reclaimed the birthrights to the land because it's happening in real time. So that's what I think about Canada, Mexico, and America making the free trade agreement. We got free trade with them anyway. That's still Turtle Island. We don't need no contracts to tell us that we can trade with our cousins up north or our nephews down south. Ain't nobody tell me I can't go over my uncle house and take some gifts to him in Brazil. It's still Turtle Island.
Indeed, brother. But the premise of me asking the question, sir, is this. With the president, normally when a president is a presidency of a country, it
Mm-hmm.
normally derived from being a citizen from that country.
Yeah.
With that being the case, the president of Mexico, original land, and her family's land is Israel.
Okay. What that does in law, that voids out the original constitution when a foreigner take office. Now Mexico is forced into the position to negotiate with people like the Zapatista. Right? Now they can go and talk to those people and tell them that Big Mama home and they closing the corporation and we need y'all input for the new government. This is what can happen now. When a foreigner take office under a constitutional government, it immediately suspends the constitution to protect the nation from a coup, from an outside agency, which anybody that coming out of Israel in politics is a Mossad registered agent. So if that person came out of Israel and is occupying the highest office in the land in Mexico, that means that the Mossad secret agency has taken over Mexico. That's what they telling you, right? It ain't even no secret.
So
But
we're
they
not
ain't
going to make this up. Go ahead.
gonna, yeah, but they're not gonna talk about it on the news,
Right.
right? But the world court already came out and gave their findings.
Mm.
They had one of the judges was assigned to tell us. He came out and told us, and we seen it. We just started, oh, that's a nice little thing you just said, and kept going on about our business. Everything
Woo.
that we be, everything that we be telling people, the people that's really telling them what's going on, they not being listened to. But the ones that's giving them misdirection and running David Copperfield tricks on them the ones they focus on.
Mm.
And the ones that they can gossip about. Now, that's the biggest thing because we love gossip so much that anything that they can throw out there to it's like throwing a bone for a dog to chase while you break into the house. You know, we chase the gossip